This early season snowstorm wrecking 2 commutes on this Veterans Day Monday. We'll show you the potentially record-setting numbers in just a few minutes. Paula?
Hi, Ben. Yeah, so I'm in Almont, and it is snowing very heavily, very steadily, and yeah, it's only November 11th. People are going, what the heck?
We'll check back with you in a moment, Paula. Also, first at 4, many expected him to become a star in the NFL. His career was cut short, and now he's gone much too soon. Good health. Many people wonder why they just don't like vegetables. We'll talk about a genetic explanation. It's all next, first at 4.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, here we go again. But this snow seems early and could set a record, followed by record cold. Let's take a look outside right now from Mount Clemens to downtown Detroit to Almont, which is in Lapeer County. Our viewing area is under a winter weather advisory right now. Meteorologist Ben Bailey standing by with what that means and for how long.
Yeah,
hey, Ben.
Karen, if you had to be on the roads this morning, it was a mess. This is probably going to be the worst of the 2 commutes that we're looking at today. And right now, we don't see a dry spot on the radar. It's solid snow from the south zone to the north zone. The good news is you can tell the colors are starting to get a little bit lighter. We've probably seen the heaviest of the snow, but it is not done by a long shot. Metro zone locations, all the main highways still being socked in with snow. We're getting early reports in of over half a foot, 7.5 inches in Shelby Township, Chelsea at 7.5. Even over 6 in East Point. So this is likely going to set a record not only for the date, but the earliest snowstorm that we've had in Detroit history. And we'll talk more about that coming up. Temperatures in the 20s tonight as that snow is going to continue as we move into tonight. Probably still hanging on to the north zone even at midnight tonight.
All right, thank you very much, Ben. So what are the roads like right now? Whether you're headed out or you're waiting for someone to come home for dinner, we want to take you into the rush hour. Local 4's Tim Pamplin driving on I-96, heading west right now, and it doesn't look like you're moving very fast, Tim.
We're not rushing anywhere, are we, tonight, Karen? This is 96 East. We just looped around. We've got a jackknife semi here that's blocking all lanes of 96 near 275. The salt is working where it's been applied. Now look at some videotape I shot a little bit earlier. This is where the salt has not been applied. There's a thick layer of ice under the road. If they are not putting ice down, that's where it's going to be the most treacherous. Out here on 96, back out here on the freeway, they haven't put any salt down here, so as you can see, you might be able to see there's sheer ice under where we are. So take it slow, bide your time. If you see water on the road and you think the ice is melted, keep your speeds down because a mile up, it could be icy again. That's the scene right now along 96 at 275. Back to you, Karen.
All right, we appreciate it. Stay safe out there, Tim. Local 4's Kim DeGiulio monitoring the roads right now as well. We'll get a traffic update in just a few minutes, but first, let's focus on how many of you are scrambling to deal with this November snow. If you thought you had a few weeks to get ready for winter, you guessed wrong. Let's get to Paula Tutman. She's in Lapeer County this afternoon, and it is coming down pretty heavy where you are, Paula.
Hey, Karen, so I'm going to use this, and pun intended. I'm on the polar opposite side of where Tim Pamplin is. So we're on the east side from where he is. We are in Lapeer County in the city, or I should say the township of Almont, and it looks like I think that's probably close to about 8 inches of snow, and it is still coming down. I'm also going to echo, so let's go to this traffic right here. I'm going to echo what Tim Pamplin was saying, and that is underneath this very, very wet, heavy snow, there is a layer of ice, and that is the biggest problem right now. And so people are overcorrecting or they're not correcting enough. They're making turns and they're not coming to a complete stop. So if you understand inertia or centrifugal force, you understand that if you are in a turn and you have a layer of ice underneath of you, you are going to slide sideways. And so that's what people need to understand. I know it's early in the season. It's only November 11th. Yes, it is Michigan. Maybe we're not used to this exactly, but you really do need to take it slow and understand that it's not just snow. There's that layer of ice underneath, and that is the great equalizer. And in fact, it is better that it's actually snowing because the more snow, the more traction there is over that ice. Really tough between 30 Mile and north of 36 Mile Road, but guys, we're Michiganders. We can do this stuff, right, Karen?
I love the attitude there, Paula. That is true. But, you know, we kind of get a double whammy here because there's so many construction projects that are going on right now, and they didn't think that all the snow was going to hit. So that makes it even a little bit more treacherous trying to get through those construction zones. What have you seen?
You know what? I'll tell you this. So I've driven from Detroit all the way to Almont. Construction really wasn't the issue. We can say thank you to veterans and thank you to veterans for having Veterans Day because traffic volumes were a lot lighter. I didn't see construction issues as much as just mind issues. That people were they just seemed to be really surprised and not able to handle this early snow. And so it's like we've forgotten how to drive in it. We need to remember all over again.
All right, we appreciate it. And we'll check back with you a little bit later, Paula. Stay warm. Our live updates on the forecast and traffic continue through the 5 and 6 o'clock newscasts. We've got you covered at clickondetroit.com. You can track a list of schools that have dismissed classes early or are canceling their evening activities. I know my kiddo's soccer was canceled. You can also track the radar online if you're away from the TV. We've got you covered at Local 4 and Click on Detroit. Charles Rogers, who gained fame as a Michigan State wide receiver and at a fortune for the Detroit Lions top draft pick in 2003, has died. Rogers had a short-lived NFL career due to injuries and drug problems. He later had run-ins with the law over drug arrests, probation violation, and domestic abuse charges. Recently, he was living in Fort Myers, Florida. Published reports quote former teammates as saying he had been battling cancer and liver disease. Rogers was just 38 years old. We are tracking that hazing investigation at De La Salle High School involving the football team this afternoon. Now, we have learned the Michigan Attorney General's office will work to assign that case to a different prosecutor's office. Last week, the Macomb prosecutor recused his office because of a possible conflict of interest. Right now, Warren police continue its investigation, even though the alleged victim does not want to press charges. Police say 3 teenagers could be charged, but that decision will be made by the prosecutor's office that takes the case. Veterans Day observances are being held all across the country, and here in Metro Detroit, U.S. Senator Gary Peters spoke this morning at a Veterans Day breakfast at the Grosse Pointe War Memorial. He reminded us that families of veterans should also be honored along them for the sacrifices that they must make. President Trump spoke today at the start of New York City's Veterans Day parade. The president said the nation's veterans are America's greatest living heroes. Today marked the 100th annual Veterans Day parade in New York. Later this week, President will turn his attention to the first public hearings in the impeachment investigation. Now, lawmakers have been battling over possible witnesses, such as the whistleblower and Hunter Biden. Democrats control who testifies, and they say Biden is not relevant to this inquiry. On Wednesday, the first 2 witnesses will appear: acting Ukraine Ambassador William Taylor and Deputy Assistant Secretary of State George Kent. You can see live coverage of the first hearing on Local 4 Wednesday morning. That starts at 10 in the morning. We'll also be streaming the action at clickondetroit.com. Still ahead, first at 4, it is a big change for a popular social media site. Will you like the new policy as it arrives in the United States? But up first, Dr. McGeorge is here.
Hey, Karen, some women might want to rethink when they eat. There's new research that reveals one bad habit that can increase the risk of heart disease, and a new explanation about why some people just don't like vegetables. I'll have that coming up in Good Health.
The snow is slowing down, but it is not done by a long shot. We'll look at how much longer this is going to go on and the impacts on your drive tonight. Kim?
All right, thanks, Ben. Now let's take a look at what's happening on the roads. So as you can see, the Detroit area, slow, but no accidents to get around. The biggest problem we have right now is over in Southfield, eastbound I-696, right at Northwestern Highway. Multiple crashes there, blocking your right and center lanes. Slowdowns there, you want to avoid that area for sure. Over on eastbound I-96, right at I-275, that's where we saw Tim Pamplin earlier. The left lane is blocked, but we've got red all over our map. So again, that's an area you also want to avoid. Plymouth, slow as well over on eastbound I-96. We have a crash right at Schoolcraft Road. Your left lane is blocked. And then for those of you who travel through the Brighton area, we did have a ramp closure there. It appears to have opened back up, but as you can see that we still have slow moving traffic. So again, if you don't need to be on the roads, stay at home. They are slippery. Visibility is tough as well. Stay with us right here on Local 4. We'll be updating you with weather and traffic as well. We'll be right back.